Hello again, it's Harry here, your geriatric nurse from Toronto, Canada. The one who makes videos for the care for the older adults and their caregivers. This week, I just wanted to talk a little something about myself, being this week as Nurses Week. And this has been requested by some of you, hence I'm doing it. I started out as a caregiver in Canada. I've had the privilege to live with an older couple, and they're one of the nicest people I've ever met in my life. As a matter of fact, they have become like my family. I have experienced how it was like living in a Canadian home, and how it felt like to lose one's house of 50 somewhat years, losing their loved one to a care home, and having to downsize to a retirement home, and up to palliative care for that couple, eh? And then I was privileged to be absorbed by the companies to where they were, the couple that I cared for, and it has been a privilege as well, because I was off with a good start because I was already there and I knew how things were. So I did that. I went back to school to bridge my nursing from Philippine nursing to Canadian nursing, and I was privileged to be hired by a geriatric care hospital, and I started out as a resource nurse, which was another privilege because I got to experience all the different areas in the hospital for the older adults. I was privileged to be able to hold that position for years and years, 2 years full time, and then the rest were casual because I moved on to other opportunities. But all the while, I kept casual employment, and I kept on picking up from that beautiful hospital. Actually, I owe them a lot because it is there where I started to learn all things as a foundation of my nursing career. After that, I briefly went to acute care for the elderly, and then I had the privilege to become a director of care for a retirement home. I enjoyed that position very much as well because it gave me the privilege to serve them even better. For a long period of time, I was with community outreach, going to the different nursing homes that the hospital caters to, and that was also in the field of geriatrics, and it was just a pleasure because I got to learn, I got to know them, I got to serve them, and got to learn more and more about geriatric care, which is my specialty. And then fast forward a lot of years later, I had an opportunity to move on to a different role, and I've never worked with doctors this close, and now I work in a consultation services for the geriatric population in a community hospital alongside with the geriatricians. I'm there 2 years and counting, and it has been a privilege because it's like going back to school, working with the geriatricians, and I've learned a lot of things. They have focused my assessment and things like that. So yeah, that's a little bit of something about myself. I hope you guys have a good long weekend here in Canada, and everywhere else in the world. I hope you have a good weekend. Take care.